Hello everyone, this is Jig, and I've got a crosshair in front of my face. I'm making a video today about invisible blocks, and here we have a whole bunch of them. Vines, ladders. Now these have all been placed with MCedit. Block 36 that turns into webs, block 36 that turns into gold, block 36 that doesn't anything, iron doors, half iron doors, chests, solid, birch, and stairs and half slabs of birch. Now before we begin, I'm just going to do this water test. We're going to see which of these invisible blocks will hold up the water. So this is always fun. This is my favorite test. Well, the ladders failed, the vines failed. What do we got here? Block 36 that turns into webs. Huh, look at that. That actually works. Block 36 that turns into gold works. 36 works. Half doors, they're all exploded. Okay. And the chests, they obviously work well. Okay, now we're going to go into a little bit more about them. These are the chests. You can easily run across them. They don't break if you update near them, obviously, by the water test. This is what note blocks sound like. And they do not transmit power. One problem with them is if you add a lot of them in your world, it's going to lag quite a bit, and if you right click them, it kind of shows you a really messed up inventory. Also, always show at least one chest, one double chest on a horizontal plane. So when I break one, we're going to get two, and that's because this one is linked to this one as well as this one. So if you have a square though, it will always only display one. Vertically it will display one for each row. Iron doors. These are half iron doors. These obviously failed the block update test completely. I don't like these very much, mainly for that reason. You do anything near these and they're gonna break. You can run across them, which is kind of fun. If you play a tune, nothing happens. Well, the sound happens. But if you update near them, it breaks. Now, I've got a cool little test here. I've got a whole bunch of iron doors here. Now, what you can see with them is they do have an orientation. So, if I was at this end of the room, I could never get to that door. Just because the way the iron doors are. I mean, I could jump over them, but I just have another row above them. If you put one directly above them, it's no good. But if you run sideways, you can run straight through this set of invisible blocks. I mean, it's cool. I guess Seth Bling popularized it, but I've seen this many times before. So they're kind of good, but again, if you do anything near them, they just explode, and that's not very good for an adventure map at all. Block 36. This is one of my favorites. This is a basic block 36. It doesn't have any properties. It's just placed with MCedit the way it is. Obviously, it holds up water, and you can't run through it because you just fall. This is what it sounds like. Ding, ding, ding. And this is what happens, nothing. One bad thing about normal block 36 with no properties, if you right click them with your hand, it will disappear. You can't break them with a pickaxe or any tool though. Now this is block 36. It's made up of solid blocks, or that will turn into a solid block. So the one problem with these blocks, they work very well to hold up items, and if you place stuff near them, they won't break. You can't break them, which is good. You can't right click them, nothing happens. So the problem with ones that turn into solid blocks, if you jump on it, you're gonna just sort of glitch out. You won't fall through, and in fact you'll stay like this for a really, really long time. So that's one problem with these, but these are perfect for side walls. Jumping into them, not so good, and you can actually hover if you jump into them. But for side walls, perfect. They don't break. They don't interact with anything. They're super awesome. I like these ones a lot. And I will show you how to make these at the end of the video. This other one is block 36 that's going to turn into webs. You can jump through it. It's unbreaking. Can't break it. And it plays a song. So this is kind of the same as the other block 36, but this one will turn into webs. One interesting about the webs, once these turn into webs, the water will be able to fall through them. So these are vines, and they slow your descent even though you can't see them. And these are ladders. Now you can run across them. La 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 la. And you can actually climb up them, which I mean is kind of interesting. So you can climb up them and that, but when you, yeah, that happens. Now you can't see the vines, but they're no longer here. You can see that I'm not getting slowed down at all. And same with these. If you put anything near them, the whole thing is ruined. So these aren't very useful for that reason. Any update will just destroy them. And these ones fall straight through. This one is the 36 that will turn into gold. Has a weird property. The item will stay on the top, and if I jump down here, you can see this phantom block. Now I'm sure you've seen this in Minecraft maps before. I can't pick up this block. But if I go up here, that's because the block hasn't actually fallen through. Now I just took the block. I had 61, now I have 62. Here's this one. Nothing. Nothing. Chest, my favorite. Now we have some interesting invisible block / barrier techniques. These are island golems with, well, they're invisible, with boats stacked on their head. Now you can stand on them, and they won't move around because I have some block 36 just surrounding them, so they won't die. And you can stand on them, so it's kind of cool. I saw this on Nurgle Bunny's Twitter just recently, actually, before I decided to do this video, so I thought I'd add that in there. They do hold items if you throw them on there. These are command blocks, and this is a lava-filled pit. If I try to jump over it, you would think I would die, and actually the last time I tested this, I did. I'm probably gonna die again. Oh, didn't die. Yay. So that's how there's an array of command blocks, and they basically check to see if somebody is at a certain level and then teleport that person 5 steps up. I think it's cool, and I think it could certainly be used in a map somehow. Having clocks is a little laggy. And again, here's some diamond. Uses the same sort of technique. If you just run towards it, you'll never get there because the command blocks stop you from getting there. One last invisible block is invisible blocks using texture packs. Now I'm going to change this to the City of Love texture pack, which has invisible birch wood. Now the stairs and half slabs and pretty much any block that you can see that isn't a complete cube will act like a good invisible block. Blocks that are a complete cube, not so much, because you get this really weird see-through effect like that. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I thought that was such a good idea. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to build these things. This is MCedit. I'm not going to teach you how to use it. There's been many people who have uploaded videos on how to use it. So for all of the invisible blocks, the chests, the iron doors, 36, the basic 36, you just select an area, fill and replace, and select your block and press fill. That's it. Now these other ones are a little more interesting. The 36 that turns into gold and the 36 that turns into web, you can do that with any block, and you select the area, you press filter. Now you have to have the AMLP filter installed by Texel Elf. Filter block options. operation, use only below, and now we're gonna do it to stone. We're gonna make this stone block invisible. General settings. Now delay until start here. You just want to put as long as will fit, because it doesn't matter. You just don't want it to appear ever. Now this is a really long time. This is a really long time. This won't ever appear in somebody's normal Let's Play unless they AFK for like a year or something like that. So when I press filter, you can see it's turned those blocks into something else. Now if I press Alt when I'm on it, you can see that it's block 36, and you can see where it says block ID 1. That means it's going to turn into block 1 at after 10, 100 million, 1,000. Hang on, how many zeros there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 million, 10,000 million ticks. That's a really long time, and that's not likely to happen in anybody's Let's Play. So that's how you do the 36ifying stuff with the AMLP filter by Texelelf. Texelelf. Get all these filters. He's amazing. And that brings me to the end of the video. The end. I'm sure I have a sensor somewhere that will turn it to day. Damn it.